Å, helledussen. Hello everyone and a good morning to you all. Today is a very good day because today marks the beginning for season 2 of Running Waters. And we're gonna kick off with last year's fantastic trip into Husedalen Valley and the 4 waterfalls. I know it was part of last season, but I figured I want to redo this trip for 2 very good reasons. Reason 1, it was one of my favorite trips last year and the scenery is just breathtaking and I absolutely loved every second of it. And reason number 2 is that I think I can vastly improve my photography from last year's trip. I got some decent images, but there are especially 2 images that I'm pretty sure I can do a whole lot better. So I'm gonna redo this trip and take you with me into perhaps Norway's most beautiful hike. I brought my tent, I brought my sleeping bag, I brought a whole lot of food, and I brought my camera equipment. So you know the drill, 4 waterfalls. We're starting with Tveitafossen, and then Nyastølfossen, Nykkjesøyfossen, and then lastly 𝐔𝐿𝐴𝐿, 800 meters above the ocean. I cannot wait. I've been looking forward to this for a year, and this weekend the weather is incredible. So this is gonna be great. The Husedalen Valley hike starts off with a bit of a gravel road, but don't worry, it soon gets a lot better. And right now we're closing in on our first waterfall, which is Tveitafossen. It is a beautiful waterfall, but it's not my favorite of the 4. It has a fall of 103 meters, which makes it quite tall. Not the tallest, but certainly not the smallest either. And the image I got here last year, I wasn't too happy with it, so I'll see if I can find a composition which improves on that image. I'm not sure if you can hear me among the roar of Tveitafossen. I've been looking for a composition, and I have to be honest, the light is really harsh. The sun is directly above me, coming straight down into the waterfall, which makes it very difficult. There's just too much difference between the bright areas and the dark areas, from the dark rock to the bright water. So I need to be creative here. I need to have a look around and see if I can just find a certain angle that can help to offset that balance a bit. I moved a bit down from where I were before and I found a composition that I like. And what I like about this composition is that I get the end of the waterfall in the foreground, the river itself going through to the right, and then I get some rocks right over there that goes to the left, creating a bit of a line. And right over there is a tree I really like, and that's right next to Tveitafossen, so I get that as well. So it's a composition I like. Only problem is what I talked about up there is that the sun is really bright still, and it's hard to balance the dark and the bright areas in the composition. So right now I'm just waiting for the sun to move behind the cloud, which happens at any moment. In addition to that, I'm using a polarizer. Slight problem is that the filter doesn't fit the lens I want to use, so I need to hold it in front of the lens. But you do what you gotta do, all right? All right, let's wait for a cloud. So 1 out of 4 waterfalls have been completed, and I really wish I could say we were off to a flying start, but truth be told, I am a bit concerned that the light was just a bit too harsh. And well, let's hope our luck changes on the next waterfall. However, I am passing this way on my return trip tomorrow morning, so if it's overcast or something that day, I might reshoot my composition because I really liked it. It had a lot of potential. All right, let's carry on. Helledussen. Right behind me now, that's Nyastølfossen. It has 180 meters of free-falling water. It's massive, it's really powerful, and the sound is deafening. Last year I had to stand over there and take my image, but this year the river has a lot less water in it, so I'm able to stand in the middle of the river looking straight up at this waterfall. And I've set up my composition, and the first image I'm going to take is quite simple composition wise, because it's just an overview, it's a total. And as you can see here, I'm going for a 16:9 crop to give it more of a panorama feeling. I absolutely love this scene. I'm going to shoot the total from here, and then I'm going to move over there and see if I can find a composition a bit more close. All right, let's do it. Look at that waterfall. It is quite impressive, I'll give it that. As you can see, I've reached the plateau I talked about further down, and from this vantage point you can see absolutely the whole shebang, all 180 meters straight down. And down there I photographed the whole waterfall, so I'm not that keen for another picture featuring the whole waterfall. I just want bits and pieces of it. So what I'm trying to do here is that you can see on the right side of the frame where the waterfall ends. On the right side there are some beautiful trees, and I figured if I take the end of the waterfall straight in the middle, dividing the frame with the waterfall on the one side and the trees on the other, that might make an interesting composition. So I've done that. Again, I'm going to use my polarizers to take the glare off the water. I'm just going to hold it in front of the lens, see if it works. When I photograph waterfalls, or rivers for that matter, I'm not that huge fan of kind of this mellow water thing. I like to show the waterfall in all its rawness. So I try to keep the shutter speed pretty high. So right now I'm at 640, I think, if I remember correctly. Now I'm at 800. And that gives me a fast enough shutter speed to freeze the waterfall and enhance the raw power of it. think I need to set up here for a panorama, capturing that waterfall here and the entire valley. I just have to do it. I'm sorry, I have to do it. This is incredible. I think that might have been the picture of the day so far. What a scene! I really hope I got to level the tripod up properly, because it was a bit hard out there on the edge to get the tripod 100% level. But I'm crossing my fingers that it will work. And I'm getting closer to the waterfall called Nykkjesøyfossen, which is a bit smaller. It's 60 meters in total. Then that's where I'm going to pitch my tent, like last year. I'm going to pitch it there, and afterwards we're going to go and photograph that waterfall. The wind started picking up as I were eating and pitching up the tent, and with the wind came a lot of clouds. So right now I'm a bit worried for the lighting conditions when the sunset time arrives, but I haven't abandoned all hope yet. While I was sitting back in the camp and eating, I was thinking about how am I going to photograph Nykkjesøyfossen, because last year I struggled a bit with this waterfall, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I came to this point right here, and I saw this beautiful tree which is just silhouetted against the waterfall. And here's why I love long lenses. Take a look at this. There's the tree right. Can you see it in the middle of the picture right now? And I absolutely love it. With the splash site creates a lot of water just coming up in the right side of the frame, and just doesn't look like it's from here, if you know what I mean. In terms of technical specifications, I'm at 1/80th of a second. That should give me enough shutter speed not to blur the water too much. I'm also at f5.0, which gives me plenty depth of field. All right, let's take the image. I think I'm gonna end the video here before I get to the top and photograph Søtefossen. and hopefully a sunset. I can see the sun is peeking out again, so this looks promising. And it's much clearer over in the horizon, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, I'll see you next week, and in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care of each other. Ha det fint, alle sammen.